Hi, my name is Wan. I'm a coach based in Singapore. In this session, I'm going to share with you a concept. It's called One Big Thing, based on my personal experience and professional experience. I will first share about what is OBT, One Big Thing, what is not, that why OBT, why we would need to pay attention, and last but not least, some suggestions and tips based on my personal experience and professional experience. Before that, let me share with you my career journey. After college, my first job was a software developer. Then I got an opportunity to be a practitioner in Agile. Agile, you can consider that a way of getting things done through teams. My third stage of my career is being a professional coach. So it's very clear at the moment there are three stages of my career. For the first stage, the motivation behind is very clear. Since very young, since 12 years old, I am interested in computers, and therefore it is my first choice to study computer science and being involved as a professional in the computer industry. The second transition is not so clear. As a senior software architect, I was given an opportunity to be a part-time Scrum Master. So I took the opportunity to try to be a Scrum Master without any training and with some guidance from seniors. As I progressed as a Scrum Master, I encounter many challenges and issues, and I start to find other ways to help myself. One of the decisions I've made is to attend a professional coaching course, and I find that it helped me a lot as a Scrum Master, especially in helping my team member to grow. And as I reflected, what helped me to transit being an agile practitioner to be a professional coach, and through the help of my teacher and mentor Michael, and through my self-reflection, I found out that in each stages of my career, there is a question I'm trying to seek answer. The first stage is, how does computer work, which is very clear cut and straightforward. And second question in my second stage of my career is, how does Scrum work? I was given an opportunity to learn and practice a framework called Scrum. So that helped me to go deeper and to find solutions for the issue that I have encountered. The third stage is, as I work with more people and team members, one question come up a lot: how does human work? What help them to behave or to make a decision? And here is a simple introduction of my career journey, and you may wonder, what is my one big thing? As I reflect back, my interest in finding the solution, the answer, and therefore at this moment, my one big thing is find the truth. I may not find the truth, and I enjoy a lot in the process of finding the truth. So the intention is on the finding the truth. Right? Let's share a bit of what is one big thing. Before that, there's a concept I would like to share with you. In our awareness, there is at least 3 layers. What am I experiencing? Like my feeling. The second reason, the second layer is why this feeling. Third layer is the why behind the why. So to use my career journey as an example, obviously you can observe my transition to be a professional coach. And what's behind the transition to be a professional coach? And my reason is to find out how does human work and what's behind that reason. And based on my current understanding, I'm passionate about finding the truth. And here is what is one big thing according to the author Foucault. In his book, One Big Thing, Discover What You Were Born to Do, he offers 2 prompts. The first one is, what am I supposed to do with my life? And the second prompt is, how do I get noticed in a hyper-competitive, cluttered and distracted world? And the overlapping area is one big thing, OBT. So you can see that this idea and concept seems familiar, and I would like to share a bit what is not. One big thing is related to personal value, and it's more than that. It's also more than mission and purpose, because there is a factor we need to consider: how to stand out in a busy world. Obviously, more than goal, and it's also not about destiny and my true self, because it has a concern: how does the world perceive ourselves? And just to repeat, one big thing is a combination, or is an overlapping area between 2 questions. What am I supposed to do in my life? And how do I get noticed in a noisy world? And why? I think the noisy world gives us a very obvious reason. We have too many interests, maybe a relatively shorter time, and lots of distraction. To be effective, impactful, he suggests we need to find our one big thing, OPT. And what are some ways for us to find our one big thing? And my suggestions are, ask yourself this question: what's behind your decision when there is no external consequence? When I refer to external consequence, I'm referring to external reward, external factor like pressure, persuasion, influence. That means if you are staying true to yourself, what is behind that decision, that behavior, and that value. And if you can repeat this 5 times, you may find out your one big thing. And in the journey, it helps to record down your observation, your feeling, and your reflection in the journal. And in the process of discovering your one big thing, I want to share 3 additional tips. Start now and iterate. It doesn't make sense to be regretful why you didn't start earlier. At any stage, start now. Reflect on your experience and ask that prompt: what is behind your decision if there's no external consequence? And iterate. We may not find our OBT in the first try or even the next 10 try, and we need to keep going, iterate. Second tip sounds very obvious: be true to yourself. Because only when we are true to ourselves, we can ignore the effects of external consequence. And I don't mean what we can perceive and think of. We need to be true to our emotion. What helps us to feel happy, honored, and purposeful. And remember, in the beginning, 3 levels of awareness. That's why I suggest you ask the prompt: what's behind your decision 5 times? And to avoid to fall in the trap of destiny or the true self, be better self in each iteration. I believe everyone can grow, as demonstrated in my career journey, my professional journey, and with the new capacity, we might see your one big thing in clearer picture. And there's a bonus: avoid being our own enemy. And what I meant is, in the journey of discovery, there will be voices of disapproval, especially those coming from ourselves, our saboteurs. And there is also danger in black and white thinking. That means if I'm like A, I can't be B. It's possible that we can generalize the idea of A and B to a higher level. And what if you were interested to go deeper in your journey of finding your OBT? And I would like to recommend you to refer to the book by Phil Cole, One Big Thing, Discover What You Were Born to Do. I will highlight a few chapters that you would like to pay some attention. The power of value. It's not too late. It's not about you, especially tough. Is it possible that you're called for a thing beyond yourself? And last but not least, if you need some assistance, schedule a discovery call. And here is the link. Thank you. Thank you for your attention.